everybody, it's Kelly, and I am back with another layout. And I have this darling picture of my granddaughter next to a flowering tree in their yard this spring. So I'm kind of playing around with what I want to do for backgrounds, and I'm using a lot of scraps here. So I was looking at some of those first papers, but they were lined, and I thought they were fighting the background. Just the lines were way too pronounced. So I grabbed this little scrap of polka dot paper from Dear Lizzie, Serendipity. It was from the 12 by 12 pad. And then I also have that pink grid paper, which is a really bright paper, and it's from Amy Tangerine, but I've had it for ages. I think I found a pack of those at Tuesday Morning, and I bought them all because I loved that particular color so much and the paper. And then I have another scrap here of that stripe paper from Doodlebug Petite Prints, and it's a swimming pool dot stripe paper. Now that is all going to go onto the background of this kind of acetate transparency here, which is KI Memory Sheer Delights. It's the Verb 1 paper. And that, I think I've done other layouts. I don't remember if you're seeing them or not, because I had this footage and I thought that I had done it, but I had not actually done the voiceover for this layout. So I'm thinking you may have not seen this. Anyway, so if you've been around for a while, you've seen these. I'm thinking these are probably, I don't know, probably 10 years old, about, maybe even more than that. So then I am grabbing these little cut aparts here. And the Good Things cut apart there came from Dear Lizzie Stay Colorful, the 12 by 12 pad. And then that go as long as you can, then take another step, is an Ellie Studio card. And I'm using a lot of this for color, but it's also words to live by for her. So there's lots of fun, encouraging words like remember and dance and love and play and live, enjoy, that kind of stuff. So, that it's just a little, I love that photo of her. I don't have a story for it. There was no big story for it. It just was. So anyway, and she's 2-year-olds are just flat out darling, right? All right, so I'm just figuring out how to get these next to the paper. Like I said, I don't have a lot of journaling to do here, so I don't need a big 3x4 journaling card like I sometimes use. So I'll just get these down, and I'm just backing that on a piece of Basil cardstock, white cardstock, so that when it goes into the page protector, no matter where it ends up, it will be what do I want to say? You'll be able to see the transparency in the words. So I do that if I have a see-through piece, and then I literally do glue it to the paper, because who knows what's going to be behind that, since I don't scrapbook chronologically. All right, now I believe I have run off to find an alphabet, and I did. So I'm looking, I want a bright pink alpha here. And there we go. So I'm going, this is the Amy Tangerine Thickers in Scene. It's SCENE. So I'm just going to add those in there. And then if you're looking at this, you probably have got this. First of all, I'm wearing a sweatshirt, and I have very long polished nails. So this, I actually did this layout, completed this layout during the this shutdown in my state when I was not working. So because I'm a massage therapist, I don't usually have long nails, much less polished nails. So that's how I can tell when this was done. Like I said, I either didn't do this footage, or I don't think I lost the footage. I think I just did so many layouts, it took me a while. So to get through them all, to get them done. So I'm actually doing the voiceover for this in July. You won't see this till like August or September. So this video was a long way, what happened a long time ago. So I want to call this Words to Live By. Wanted to use more than one alpha. So I am using the LA Studio letters and numbers in white. And honestly, guys, I'm not sure that I love the way that title turned out. I think if I had given the pink grid paper a little bit more of a frame at the top so that I could get to live by on that. It would have made a little bit more sense. It just feels like there's a little bit too much space between the words and then the to live by. But I am going to do something eventually to help join that title together a little bit more. Now I think, yes, you understand that it's all together, but a little bit harder to understand. The other thing, by the way, is I'm looking at that Basil cardstock. The acetate transparency piece is actually rounded, so I will go back in eventually and cut that off. So here's what I'm going to do to make this title come together. These are some Jelly Bean Soup day-to-day epoxy stickers, and I'm using a turquoise one and a pink one so that at the beginning of the title and the end of the title to help emphasize it and to help bring it together a little bit more. And then I'm going to add this die cut label here that is from Ellie's Studio, and it's one of those printables that I printed a ton of them on a sheet. I did figure out the other day that I need to go back in and grab some of my pink printables because I have plenty of room for those. And so now I'm also grabbing some more of those enamel pieces from that Jelly Bean Soup Day-to-Day collection, and I'm adding in hearts here. Those are old products. I probably had them for 4 years maybe. So it's nice to get those used up. I did go through just a ton of pieces. I made, if I haven't talked about this before, and it's hard to remember because I'm doing this later, I did 206 layouts during the 8 weeks that I was actually off of work. So you can tell what I did. I scrapbooked. And the weather here, you know, it was early spring. We did not have a great warm spring, so the weather wasn't good. It was either rainy or cold. So I spent a lot of time inside, got in a few walks here and there, but not nearly as many as I was hoping. All right, so one of the things I'm doing is I'm looking at this and I'm deciding I need some enamel dots, but I'm also missing any yellow on this page except in that one cut apart. So I'm kind of thinking I need to get some turquoise and some yellow on this page. So that's what I'm looking for now, and the best turquoise to use. Because gosh knows I have a few different kinds to use. Oh, actually, sorry. Yellow came in later. Forgot about that. It's been a while since I made this. So those turquoise enamel dots are from Eyelet Outlets and Brad's, and they have really awesome products. They have tons and tons of like single colored sheets. They also have multicolored sheets and themes. Like I know I have a 4th of July theme as well. Okay, so I'm liking the way that looks. And here we go. There we go. There's the yellow. But I realized I don't have any more yellow on this page, and so that yellow piece is just sticking out like a sore thumb. So I'm going to grab this Doodlebug sprinkle, the Doodlebug sprinkles in the primary assortment, and I'm going to add just 2 yellow dots in here to get that color in and spread it across the page. So that is one of the things you want to do, is make sure that not only do you have sort of some consistent spacing and things like that, but also color across your page. Otherwise, the focus would have just been on that yellow piece. The yellow piece next to the photo is not bad because you can really see the photo. It calls attention to it there. All right, guys, there's the still shot and a couple of detail shots. Hope you're all well, and I'll be back with another layout again soon. Bye.